Right, we're on ICC here. We'll try and play our second game of Rapid. So this is only our second ever game. So we only have a provisional rating. That's what that symbol means there. Well, let's play knight f3 as per usual. I forget the clock starts as soon as the game starts. Goes for the ultra solid line. Let's go g3. Just develop the bishop. Well, my opponent has an actual established rating. It's not provisional because I've got that little question mark there showing it's provisional. Because I've only played the one game. Now what do we want to do? I think d4 is a good principled move. b3 is standard. Let's play d4 and just challenge the centre. If it takes, we can just take back. He doesn't. I'm going to get the bishop developed and then look to play e3. There is a potential problem. Hold on, I can't take just yet, can I? I've got to take there first, but again, there's still an issue. So he's gone forward. I'll take this first. Okay. I think I'm going to take you as well and just go c3, I think. Maybe knight up, knight across. Let's go c3. So we still got a weakness here. We need our knight into place somewhere. Bishop comes down, so I think I'm okay to develop. We're safe for now, but just for now. But knight up, it's got a natural square, or we can go and hit the bishop. Queen up might be moved. I expect he'll castle, which he does. I'm just going to develop my queen here, just with a view to trying to eventually push my pawns up. Knight across, maybe you can just simply march down the board. Okay, but now I'm going to start this gentle pawn push, just because we can see these pawns flying at us. Or just click anywhere on the board to clear your markings, I believe. Just be careful not to accidentally pre-move something. I've done that before. Now, e3 or e4, does it matter? He's got bishop upcoming, which is why I'm looking at e4. But takes, knight takes would be good. e3 is a more safety first move here. But I'm going to play e4. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm going to play it. I don't think he'll take. Knight takes and we'll get the dark squared bishop off. So I don't think he'll take. I think he'll let me take and wait to develop the bishop, potentially. But right now we're threatening to simply win a pawn. Yeah, so bishop up to guard. Now, what do we want to do? We could push this pawn forward, but here you just take, don't you? Any follow-up? I don't see it. I'm going to develop my rook. He'll probably do something similar, I would imagine. We could play c4 and encourage d4, but we need to be able to blockade d3. And that feels very difficult to achieve. Okay, he's letting us take here now. So is there some concept? Here's not really a move, is it? a3, bishop takes, rook or queen across. You have to retreat and we can take here, right? I'm going to play it with a view to b4. If you take, I think I can play either piece across. Oh, actually, yeah, my knight covers here. I thought I was blundering b3 there after I'd made the move, but I'm threatening to play b4 and try and solidify the position in some way or other, but it could backfire. Yeah, he's come forward and hit the rook. Logical. Can we sack? I don't believe we can. Oh, you might actually have this. Wow. I have to actually go here to stop this. I'm clearly playing a strong play here. But now he can take, and if I run off... Yeah, now he's taken. I've got queen over, right, though. The idea is you can't go here. But now I can take here, right? Let's take in the centre. The idea is to try and take, but it just opens the file for his rooks, doesn't it? But c4 might come. I'm going to have to go for it. I'll gamble. c4 does concede the square for his bishop, but we've got knight up potentially. Bishop back potentially, but the bishop could be nice in the centre. But yeah, he's encouraging this. The bishop up. Well, we have got knight forward first. But then our bishop can't retreat. But if I come back here now and you go here, Then I've got knight up again. And bishop in, we could just ignore it and take this one. But queen across I don't have. Oh, he has got bishop b4 actually because of the pin here. But bishop to b4, I could ignore and play c4, but it seems like a waste of a move. So c4, bishop to b4, my knight's under attack, but I can still move out the way. And then shift, it's just my bishop is fixed then. So rook across, bishop to b4, knight over. I don't know what's wrong with queen up. There is an attack here, but we'd hit the bishop. I'm going to play queen forward, hit the bishop and the pawn. It's a dangerous position. You can see I'm playing somebody very strong. He can just go here and hit my rook, which is what he's done. So we've just plain blundered then. Yeah, he found it instantly, didn't he? So take, take, take. This pawn falls as well. Now that just loses the game on the spot. Take, take, take. Here, here. You just take here, right? Yeah, that game just is lost on the spot now, isn't it? Let's play knight up and hit this bishop. The game's over though, the game's finished now. My opponent's rating doesn't reflect their level here. Yeah, he's played bishop back because I can't actually get out of the way. See, it's a strong move. Takes here. I can't still get out of the way. I'm going to try and set up a trick with takes. I don't think he'll fall for it, of course. He can take here and I'll take back. I'm threatening takes, takes, and check. Yeah, so he's taken, so I'll have to take back. The idea is to take. He's bound to play a rook across, I would imagine. Unless he's got something even stronger. But at least we still got our light squared bishop. But we should have practically a 0% chance here now. Practically speaking. So can we challenge f5? I'm going to drop back, but where to? Because I want to play c4 for sure now. Let's come back here so we can let c4 and plant the bishop. Try and stop this pawn push. We need to try and plant the bishop and then work on f5 somehow. I don't see it, but what we need to aim for. Okay, I'm just going to play c4 now. I know it weakens b4, but I don't want to forget about my bishop. Then maybe queen up, bishop behind, you know, simple, basic plans. Let's bring the queen up and see if we provoke some pawn pushes. Rook across, knight up, but obviously right now there are some issues here. Okay, so he's come there. So let's drop the queen back. Just to create a one move tempo, but it doesn't really threaten anything as such. So he guards. Let's jump the knight forward, but yeah, this game, it's in practical senses, it's already finished, I think. Oh, he has launched there as well. Wow, that's bold. Okay, let's get the knight out of the way. And maybe pop the knight where the bishop is, but then if my bishop comes back, it's just defensive, passive anyway. But yeah, my bishop obviously now cannot retreat in any event. My queen is completely dead and out of the game, so I'm going to move the rook to try and drop the queen back. Maybe you can just keep marching forward. I mean, f4 is very uncomfortable. I've kind of switched off this game. I've given up this game. Nothing I can do realistically here unless my opponent really badly blunders. Yeah, he's gone across after that pawn. I'd seen that. So knight up again, but my knight is just completely out of the game if I do that. So queen down, rook takes. There's not even any counter players though. Now let's just waste a move and come across and guard again. It's just hopeless position, isn't it? Hopeless. Yeah, queen comes forward, logical. Let's get the knight back. I'm just going to play this like a bullet blitz game now. There's not much point wasting time when you're hopelessly lost. Knight up might create a check threat, but obviously sees that and heads it off immediately. Let's just chuck the queen forward for something to do. Maybe h4. Maybe all the way back this way, but my knight can't even essentially move now, just paralyzed. My opponent's played this really, really well. You know, seriously good game so far. And there's the move, and obviously if I ignore it, you just push down. So I'm going to have to ignore it and play h4. Rook takes, takes, pawn takes here. It should be simple enough to defend, and you're just going to get a new queen, aren't you? So, but it's something. I've got to try something. I think he'll actually take here. I think he will. He could even take on h4 and just say there's no risk to my king, so why not? It's just trying to give yourself a square. Yeah, he's gone for it, so I have to take. But I'm just ticking the game over now. Rook across, knight up was my idea, just to create a check threat, but I don't think it's actually a serious threat. Takes, obviously I'd probably have to take, and then just to make room for my knight. So he's gone back and seen that as well. So have I got knight up now? Takes, queen takes, there's no other good move. So let's jump the knight forward, but what am I creating? I think you just run the pawn down and I've got nothing. Yeah, he sees that as well, of course. So we have to drop back, and now you can just take. I mean, I've got a check, but yeah, there is a check threat, but it's just a hopeless position. I think I've just been swamped. Obviously, in your own games, try not to mentally switch off. Try and play the games out as best as you can until they really are truly hopeless. But there's just nothing here, is there? There's no way to deal with this pawn. Check, you just come here. We might as well take the pawn. I don't see nothing else. Here, here. If you block, check, but you're still going to get a new queen anyway. So you can't really go wrong. Here, here, up. Yeah. Right, we've got the game ready to import into lichess now, so let's see how we actually played this in engine speak. We were white for this game. Well, clearly our opponent played a terrific game here, so just one of them things. Oh, there is actually a blunder at the end, and we've blundered it back. Oh, what the heck, so we've missed something. We've basically been outplayed for virtually all the game, but we've had a chance and we've missed it. So what did we play? We played 66% versus 83% accuracy, CPL 49 and 36, but we've basically been outplayed for most of the game. It's come back to level here. So what happened here? So bishop takes with a mistake. Now we can see it stays about level here. So another few moves, so we jump along here. And what did we do here? We should have just played rook to d1 instead of queen to d3. And we're still basically in the game. We should have played rook to d1 there, but queen to d3 was a blunder. And then we move along, move along, move along. In this position, because we are an exchange down, But in this position, it was queen to e8 was the best move, taking the pawn. The engine flags that as a blunder, and we're back to level again. So the next couple of moves are okay. That's another blunder, and suddenly we're winning. So what have we missed here? There's some sort of tactical blow here that we've missed. So knight up was good. And I had to go for knight check here and not worry about the queen coming, because obviously you can sack the queen and then you're going to get another queen back, but it's actually good for us. It must be to do with breaking through here and we get onto a safe square. So this is the line that we've missed, and we could have actually turned this game round. So you get a queen, we go to g2, so you've got no check on the following moves, but you've also got a problem here to deal with. So the best move is to take, queen takes, king across, queen in, king goes to g6, we can take the rook, the queen comes in, and we're basically a pawn up, but we're still much, much better, according to the engine, because of purely the position of the king, although you might have chances to repeat here. Maybe it's not quite as clear cut, but in engine speak we were better there. Then we made that fatal blunder, and then we just thought, yeah, there's nothing we can do in this game, so I just resigned it. So very well done to our opponent, but we did have a chance at the end there. We just didn't calculate it well enough and we missed it, so well done.